Even though it's my favorite summertime ingredient and I use it quite a bit, I'm starting to become overrun with basil. I'm making spaghetti and meatballs tonight, and I thought it would be nice to have some French bread and serve it with some pesto. I've never made pesto before, but I have two friends that have been giving me some pretty good pointers on how to do it, and I think we're going to give it a try today. So let's go get some basil. If you're new here, stick around. We do a music trivia question at the end of the videos on Thursdays. When you're snipping basil, you just want to get up to the little stem and use your fingernail to snip it off. I believe we have enough. Let's head back inside where it's cool. I'm going to give you a recipe today for making pesto with 2 cups of basil. You can adjust this recipe based on making 1 cup or 4 cups or whatever you have a need for. But this recipe is going to be for these 2 cups of basil. I've got these washed, and I'm going to make this today in my little small mini food chopper. If you're making a bigger batch, you might need to pull out a regular size food processor. But I think this is going to be just fine for what we're doing today. Next, we're going to need some pine nuts. For the 2 cups of basil, I'm adding 6 tablespoons of pine nuts. Next, I'll add 1/2 cup grated Parmesan cheese, about 2 cloves of garlic, and just over 1/2 cup extra virgin olive oil. We're going to add just a tiny bit of salt and a little bit of cracked black pepper. Salt-N-Pepa. You know, the super fun thing about cooking videos is if something doesn't work, you can't always go backwards. This was too much for my small mini chopper, so I'm going to have to transfer everything we just did over to the big food processor. Now let's try to blend this up. I do believe we've got it. We're going to transfer this over to a pretty little bowl, and then we're going to give this a try. If you're enjoying the video today, I'd appreciate if you go down and hit the like and subscribe buttons. Just so you can see, this is about how much the 2 cups of basil made. It's not a lot of pesto. It's enough for what I'm using tonight, but you might want to keep that in mind when you're making up a bigger batch. Y'all, I can taste every single ingredient we put in there. It's the most fresh, delightful, wonderful way to use basil since margarita pizza. This pesto is off the chain. If you're overrun with basil right now, you need to get out there and pick yourself a batch and make this pesto. Aside from the fact that I started out in the wrong size food processor, that was super easy to make. I do agree with the tip I received on not skimping on the extra virgin olive oil. You need high quality olive oil and you need plenty of it. This pesto should be eaten the same day it's made if possible. If not, you can put it in your refrigerator for a couple days, but this needs to be eaten fresh. This really makes me start to question, what other things have I never made that I really should try to make? I'm going to be thinking on that one. The week is almost over. Enjoy the rest of it. Don't forget to tune in on Monday. In the meantime, keep jamming.